Good morning. At least it's morning over here. I'm not sure where it is where you are, but good morning. Okay, it is arrow garden time. As you can see, I have this big piece of cardboard up on my counter. I don't have a lot of counter space in here. It's a very small apartment in Portland, Oregon, which I'm very proud to have, but I don't have a lot of space in my arrow garden. So I just got it started this morning. I want to show you. I got this box from Amazon, and it just so happened to perfectly fit to cover the light, because the light bothers my eyes, and I think it would bother me, period, anyway, being out. I used to put it in the closet in the bathroom. Excuse me. And now I got this cool, neat little corner here for it. So, it's romaine lettuce, and it's supposed to do red, and I don't know if it's red, green leaf, baby lettuce. Oops. Let me turn you here a little bit. This is what it looks like right now. You can't really see much of anything. It's just a bunch of seeds. And I have them all covered. And in 3 weeks... No, wait a minute. Is it 1 to 3 days they sprout? Yes, in a few days they'll sprout. So I'll bring you back to this. So now I'm going to make my smoothie. I've got my Vitamix, which I love my Vitamix. I cannot get a smoothie down without my Vitamix. It just really breaks the food down a lot easier for me. And I guess with neurological disorders, which is what I have from anesthesia in 1990, head injuries from abuse, and Hashimoto's, I think collectively all that together is what makes it hard for me to digest my food and get it down. So we'll start out. I use sun butter. I love this stuff. This is just to get some extra veggies and has probiotics. I have not been doing my yogurt still, and I feel a lot better. These are chia seeds. I got these on Amazon. I will put the links up here. Got it for a really good price. I've got Anthony's. Love Anthony's pea protein. It's the most reasonable thing. It went up like $7 or $8. It's still cheaper than the other things out there. Everything has gone up. It's just crazy. Hemp hearts. Got that for a pretty good price too. Just got those. And my flaxseed. I'm lost without my flaxseed. My son's mother-in-law had taught me years ago. He wasn't even married to her daughter then, but how flaxseed really helps the circulation in your calves, and I just was having such an issue. And since then, I haven't been able to let go of it. So let's make the smoothie. So here we are. You can see me pretty good. All right. So now what I do is, now usually I'll put like the banana, and I have banana or mango in the fridge. Let me just grab that. Usually I'll put, I have some dried mango. This stuff is a pain to get off the mango itself, and then cut it up. When you let it ripen too much, it just gets so juicy and squeezes all over the place, and I have to use my kitchen scissors, I learned. But I'll put in a few pieces of this, and usually I'll do that first, but lately what I've been doing is putting in ice, and there's ice here. Of course, I use filtered water. I have a Brita water pitcher. And I'll put in about 4 cubes of that. I don't know, for some reason it's been blending better lately. I got this. Now I only do half a scoop of this. It says a whole serving is 1 scoop and that you get 20 servings. So I only use half a scoop because it just detoxifies my body too much and goes through me. I mean, I don't eat that bad, but I guess my body doesn't break down stuff well enough. Maybe because there's so many probiotics in here too, because my stomach, where I have Hashimoto's and autoimmune disease, maybe too much of the bacteria is just kind of not balancing it off, right? So, and that's probably why the whey and the yogurt wasn't working for me for a while. And then I got my chia seeds, which I haven't upped it on that yet, which I'm kind of glad. I'm probably not getting a whole lot out of half a tablespoon of chia seed. It says like 1 serving's 3 tablespoons. I mean, it would be $10 a month for that at least. Probably 10 for that. If I did the whole thing of that, the Orgain Superfoods of the probiotics, that's like another 14 at Amazon on Subscribe and Save. And oh yeah, that's about what it is. I think it's 17 or 18 some other places. I started Whole Foods, I think, for that amount. This is, if I did, this one I do follow. This one you only need a tablespoon, and it's like 3 months. But what I've been starting to do is put an extra half of a tablespoon because I'm only getting 8 grams of protein when I do the tablespoon. So now I'm getting 12. And I really realized that I wasn't getting enough protein in my morning. So I thought, that's not good. Did I? Oh, I think I did put the chia seeds in there. I don't remember already. Okay, and then I don't do a lot of hemp seeds either. I only do, now these things can make me a little bit high, and I know that sounds crazy. Maybe it's because of my brain injury, but it says 15 servings do 3 tablespoons, so I just do half. And it really does take down the pain in my body from injuries. So if you have like internal injuries for any reason, it takes that crispy and flaming, like down the road it gets crispy because you can feel the nerves and stuff still inflaming at times. You know, of course I'm inflaming from my Hashimoto's sometimes too, but so it can be hard for me to tell. But anyway, these really help me a lot. I kind of can't live without those. And of course my flax seeds. Now my flax seeds I do 1.5 tablespoons. I just went up on these. I was doing 1 tablespoon. Now I do 1.5. So I'm saying put it in here. All right. So that's my seeds. And honestly, like this, I want you to do 2 tablespoons for 41 servings. I only do 1.5, and that's only 2 grams of protein. So I'm getting like 1 gram of protein from the flaxseed about, and this thing, I don't even know if I can figure this out. This is a whole 6 grams, but half and then half. Maybe I get like 2, so that's 3 grams just on these seeds. And of course, I just got 12 from the protein, so that's 15. That's pretty good. I just had like a breakfast, an Instant Pot casserole with a little bit of turkey and egg. This is 10 grams for 3 tablespoons. Once again, you go half and half and half. So probably a couple here. What was I up to, 15 or 18 or something? 17. So let's say about 17 with seeds and protein. I probably got at least 5 or 6 or 10 with my breakfast. I don't know how to add all that stuff up. It's like a few eggs divided in between a little bit of bread and some ground turkey sausage and stuff that I made myself, because you can't find ground turkey sausage in the store. Usually it's healthy. Okay, now I don't even do a lot of this. I only do about a tablespoon of this, and that's probably like, I got the protein here, 8 grams. So, and that's for 2 tablespoons, so half, half, half. Actually, that's pretty good. I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 more. So what are we up to, about 20? I just had to get these two. I stir around with sun butter. I'm almost out of this, but I got some free almond butter from Thrive in my order, if you watched my first Thrive order. So what I'll do is, I couldn't live without sun butter. I think I can switch off and just do like a teaspoon of almond butter in my smoothie instead for a little bit. I'm really trying to cut down. I'm even not going to get my all natural Breyers ice cream this week. Ooh, I usually don't like to do this because it sticks to the bottom unless I have the liquid in there, the banana and the other fruit today, mango. I hope that's not gonna catch up with me. But you guys are inspiring me to get my stuff done in a more uplifted feeling. Okay, so that's what I put in as far as all that stuff. I'd say protein. And now, like I talked about having a little bit of mango. This has been making it really thick. I don't know why. But let's put in some mango here. Just like maybe that much. So let's put this away. These are my Gorilla zip bags. I don't think I have any way. I'll try to remember to leave a link for that when I edit the video I see in there. So. Okay, so I have a couple half bananas here. I have 2 on the counter. I'll end up breaking down. If I do too much banana, then I'm really full. And I can't really get the smoothie down that fast, or easily. Okay, I washed it out again. Now I have some wild raspberry hibiscus that I make. I make about 4 tea bags of this and about a quart of water and a little bit of honey. I just dump it. Okay, so I'm going to put half a cup of this in here. It just gives it like a kick. And then I just have some Kroger apple juice. As long as it's all apple juice, I'm okay. So, and that's also at local Fred Meyer. So I'm gonna put that in here. And that goes in our liquid soda blend, all this fine stuff. I forgot to put spinach in. I just put like a loose handful and then a few more pieces. And I just regular spinach, washed up. Okay, smoothie's done. I got this cup from World Mark and I can't stop drinking out of it, a Christmas cup. Okay, next thing. Next thing. Okay, now I'm making turmeric, garlic, tea drink that I drink every morning. It really helps my digestion. And I already put in the, let me put this down here. I put in 4 cups of water. I'm going to put in 4 more. And I put in a decent amount of sliced ginger and turmeric. That's fresh from the store. Whoa. All right. We got this, girl. Hold on. I'm losing you. I think I got you now. Definitely don't want to break my phone. So, now that we got that, oh, you can still see me. I'm going to fix this just a little bit more. Okay. I was just waiting for the water to go through the purifier, which never goes through fast enough when I need a new one shortly. So I put about 8 cups, so let me just get this next 8. Actually, I don't need one till July, but for some crazy reason it slows down a couple months before all the time. So I've got that much water and turmeric and ginger. If you watch my Whole Foods video, you'll see about how much the size of the turmeric and ginger is. Now, a good amount of honey in here is nice because it really goes down nice, but I don't usually put that much. I don't like to use up my honey. So this time I'll probably put not even half a cup, about that much. And then I just put some cinnamon in. Put that much. Okay. Then I'm going to take my Instant Pot. I have a 6-quart Instant Pot. Okay. And let's put that to vent. Multi-use socket thing that I have back there. I love the things right back here. Does a lot of different plugs. Okay, so now I'm going to put it on. I hit pressure. I leave the keep warm on. And it's at normal and high pressure. And I do it for about 25 minutes. But I let it sit for a long time. Like once it's done, I let it sit for like, gosh, an hour, hour and a half, because I like it really strong and potent. I'd rather have it more potent and then have to water it down a little bit. That's how I feel, because I'll get a lot more out of the garlic and the turmeric. Now I'm going to get my slow cooker. I have a 4-quart slow cooker. I think I got this thing on Walmart for like $20. Let me move this over here a little bit. What I will do so you can see what I'm doing, I think I'm going to put the cutting board up here. And it's a really simple recipe. And instead of having to make like mashed potatoes or a specialty kind of potato dish, I just use my seasonings, especially when I don't have a lot of money left for groceries for that week. I've got to show you my seasonings. My seasoning cabinet is overloaded. I must have 40 seasonings in there from trying all different recipes, and then I fall in love with some that I just don't want to stop buying them, stocking up on them. Let me show you real quick my seasonings. Bring you over here. this is my seasoning cabinet. Okay, now they go all the way back, and it is that deep, so that is how many seasonings I have in that cabinet. I'm going to put you back up here. So that's crazy. So I'm going to put, I have a recipe for, slow cooker seasoned potatoes, but I'm out of basil for the seasonings they ask for in it. So I won't have to worry about leaving that recipe to you because it's from a cookbook and I took a photo of it, so I can't really put that up. But I do have a recipe that I'm going to use these spices from. I'll put that up. And I'm going to go read what they are so I can take them out and show you. And I'm cutting the recipe half and then half again. So let me just get that. All right, so let's do 2 kind of large potato things. Oh, this one looks large here. This one looks perfect. Now, you don't take the skins off or they won't be as good. But I am going to scrub them up. So I'd say probably these 2 are good. Well, you know what? Maybe I can put one more smaller one because that's not that big. How about like this? That'll be about 2 big potatoes. I'm going to pause this so I can scrub them up. And I use vinegar and water in this. I got this little spray bottle at Fred Meyer locally for $1.49. I put in about that much distilled white vinegar and then the rest just faucet water. And I spray down my vegetables because I don't buy organic. And even if I did, I would still do that and clean them before I prepare them. Okay, I'm done that. This is the OXO brush I use. I'll leave a link for that. It's very used, but it works good. Okay, so now I'm going to chop up the potatoes into wedges. So this potato is awfully small, so I don't have to cut it more than... I'd still rather cut it like in 4s. They say 8 for each potato, but this will be 4. Now this has a little bit of junk on it, so I'll just take that little bit of black off there. Okay. Go. We got 4 pieces going on. Okay. Let's put that in there for now. And then I've got... This is probably where I need to put it into 8s. And then one more. There we go. There we go. They're so good. They get so crunchy. You think you're cooking them too long. Oh, yummy. I don't know what it is about potatoes lately. They have a lot of marks on them. It's like they can't get rid of their vegetables soon enough. Yet the ones I need when I'm ordering, they seem to run out. Okay, let's do this one here. Okay, this one's really big, so hopefully this will cook up. I am not really cutting them perfectly, as you can see. I never do, so not perfect at this by any means. I think the main thing is that I'm getting up and I'm getting it done, though. You know, I mean, to make your own food, not only does it save money, but you're eating so much better. Okay, now, this half looks awfully small, so I'm going to just leave this the way it is. I don't know how I did that, but... All right, now I'm going to get the spices. Okay, I'm ready. I have the, my 1/4 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoons ready. I've got salt and pepper. I just buy generic. When I can, I will definitely get spices at Whole Foods. I love their spices. So I got paprika, happens to be organic. Garlic powder, just got this at Winco, and I got this at Walmart. Onion powder. So they want you to put, this is from, I think, recipes.com. Let me see. Oh, Recipe 10 Eats. Okay, so I will credit Recipe 10 Eats on this. On this part of it, it's not the slow cooker whole thing, but the spices and the amount of potatoes. Okay, so It says 1.5 teaspoons of paprika per like 4 large potatoes, so I only used about 2. So I'm gonna do 3/4 of a teaspoon of paprika, and I'm gonna mix it in something first. I have these really cute little prep dishes I got at the Dollar Tree. You can get like 10 for $1. These come in so handy. I would sit there and run around when I'm trying to make like a dish, and to try to get the spice in time, and of course the dish is overcooking a little bit. Now I prep in these things, so I'm going to put all the spices in here right now. So I'll start with the 3/4 of a teaspoon of paprika. I'm all fingers. I don't worry about a lot here, so if you want to eat at my home, it's like you kind of have to be laid back. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. I've got my 1/2 teaspoon here. They want 1, but I'm cutting it in half, so. Okay. Now 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, because I wanted half, so I'm cutting that in half. Once again, not minding my fingers. I wash my hands a lot, but I'm sure I touch things throughout. You know, the germs will jump right back on. Okay, then 1/2 teaspoon of salt, because they want 1 teaspoon of salt. Now I put salt in one of these little things up here when I need to cook. Quite have a whole lot, so I'll put some more in here. And I don't worry about the mess I make. I always make a mess. 1/2 teaspoon, I think I said, right? Let's see what we got here. Yes, 1/2 teaspoon. Let me use the other end that's clean. I love these spoons. I don't have a, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my gosh. All right, everything's gonna go in there anyway. No big deal. Let's not worry. Okay, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So let's do this. Now the ones I really worry about are like things like paprika not getting mixed in greatly. Now the other recipe that had the slow cooker spices on it, that I don't have basil to. Basil is really good. All right, let me stir these up. It's not a big deal. What I do need to do, though, is put oil on the potatoes. That much I remember, so let's see. Mix the seasonings. Okay, in a large bowl, toss the oil and the seasoning. So I can just do it right into the slow cooker. So let's get some oil. Not a big deal that I made a mistake. So 1.5 teaspoons of olive oil, because it calls for 3 teaspoons. And I luckily have a 1/2 teaspoon measurement. Lovely Rachel Ray olive oil pour. I'll see if I can find this. Love this thing. The reason I love this, my brain injury, I'm just like all over the place. Like each thing I do, I have to stop and think and count like each beat that I move. So I could easily just close my eyes and pour this all over the pan. But because of the way it pours, like if I use the olive oil bottle, I'd have it all over the pan easily. More than this. I mean, I've gone over with this too, but I go way over with this. Like it goes into the cups, like 1/4 cup or something probably. And then a mess. And this thing, I can maybe an extra 1/2 tablespoon or tablespoon at the most. So this is good. All right, so let's start to get the potatoes with the olive oil in it. Now that I threw it in there on accident. What's kind of neat about these things, I'm just stir the salt around there right now with them. What's neat about these things is that they get kind of crusty in a slow cooker. You can't believe that things can get crusty in a slow cooker. But these potatoes will get crusty. Now I'm assuming it's the same thing because it's the same principle, different spices, but so I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, let me start getting this going. And I just went a little over, no big deal. It's probably good if you accidentally go over, or you go over a little bit on purpose, because they will stick to the side, and it's going to be like a Brillo day or an SOS day after they're done cooking and you have to clean up. Okay, so I'm just taking my hands and just tossing the olive oil. The salt's already in here. Now I'm going to take the spices and just throw them in here and just put them together with my hands like this. Alright. Oh, they already look so good. I'm a potato girl all the way. Okay, so here we go. And as long as there's some kind of like pepper, paprika is perfect. The other one was going to be the smoked paprika because it asked for Chipotle. And then seasoned salt and basil, which is so heavenly. But this is really good too. I'm all down for garlic and onion powder and paprika any day. Okay, now I'll show you what it looks like. It looks so heavenly. Okay, this is what it looks like. Look at that. Oh, that's ready to go. 4 to 6 hours on high. You know, it seems like they're done after 4, and I probably can get away with 4 hours on these because it's not as much, but when you let them go, like for the amount of time that's for the amount of potatoes, they come out nice and crispy. So let's get that baby going on high, and they will be ready for me tomorrow. Water is going to build up, so when you go in to check them, make sure you don't, you really carefully get the water off and dry it out. You don't want it to get mushy. So let's get this baby going. Okay. All right. We'll check back when the Instant Pot's done, and I'll show you what I do to get my tea ready. Okay, my Instant Pot just went off, and it's right there on warm. I'm going to leave it for at least another 45 minutes. I've let it go for like over an hour, but I think 45 minutes will be good. And then I'll open it up and I'll show you how I'm going to have to scoop out the turmeric and ginger, and then I'll pour it in here, and then I'll pour it into here. And it's a little bit of work. My strainer broke on me. I haven't bought another one. I was too cheap. Those little like 6-inchers. And I would lay it across here and just pour it in here. But I'll have little bits of ginger skin, which is okay right now. So I'll come back when it's after 45 minutes. And the tea's done. You know, it's steaming up and it's got all that nice color in there from the turmeric and the cinnamon. Here is the pot of the stuff. So now what I have to do is, since I don't have my strainer, I'm just going to take out the pieces of ginger and put it in the sink now, and then I'll empty it out of the sink afterwards. The turmeric is at the bottom. I'll get that in a little bit, but let me just do this. Okay. When I use a strainer, it might get only a few more pieces out, and it's probably just the skin of the ginger, which is not going to hurt you. I certainly wouldn't want to drink a chunk of turmeric. Yikes. That would be really hot. Alright, and now the turmeric's coming out. The cinnamon has cooked in really nice. If it's too strong, I just put a little water in it. Blech. If it needs more honey, then I put a little bit of honey in it when I do drink it. Like I'll probably need some today, a little bit, because I was a little bit low this morning of it. I'll have like maybe, definitely I think 8 ounces, because you don't realize how much of a small amount 8 ounces is. You put it in those tiny little cups, there's not really much to it. Alright, now unfortunately this thing isn't really getting some of the small tiny turmeric pieces out of this, so I do have a tiny little strainer that I use. I used to use it to strain like yogurt into Greek yogurt. I could like go over that later. It's not going to kill me if I swallow a couple little pieces of turmeric. Alright, so that's cleaned out. I need to move this out of the way so I don't have a problem. Like I said, I'm really low on space right now. It's so worth it to have the fresh lettuce in the house. Oh my God, it makes such a difference. I actually start feeling so much healthier because there's no pesticides on there. It's not like it's organic pesticides. There's no pesticides when you grow them in your own home. And those, what do they call them? Hydroponic vegetables. Okay, so let's do this. Gonna go in here. There we go. Got this. Oh, it looks good. All the cinnamon. There was that little piece of turmeric in there. Whoops. I will probably have deleted that. Okay. And I'm going to now put it into here. It is pretty hot, but this Tupperware thing seems to withstand it, so Tupperware's great. Can't go wrong with Tupperware. Started out in houses years ago, and we were at home with our moms, and now it's just into Amazon. Yay. Alright, so let me get this. I think I can do this. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And she did. And she saved all the cinnamon. So now I'll just leave this here, even covered. Because I bump things. And I'll leave it there for like, I don't know, an hour or something, or two. And then I'll put it in the fridge. And that'll be it for the week for me. And next is the potatoes. So the potatoes are cooking up. I will bring you back when the potatoes are finished. They set after 2 hours to drain the liquid out. Now, I didn't do that last time. I don't know how I'm going to do that, so that's going to be interesting. I'll bring you back when I try that. So, in a little bit. Okay, we're back. I was napping a little, so I look a little tired. I'm going to bring you over here, and let's see if I can... This thing, my ring is kind of flying a little bit. I don't know why lately in my chair. Okay, I just dropped this, so we're back. And what I'm doing, I think I'm going to hold on to the phone right now. So there is quite a bit of liquid in there, so I'm being careful with the cover. Whoa! I think what I'm going to do is stir it up a little bit because they actually stick a little bit. Can you see that? There we go. And now they feel cooked, but if you want that nice brown flavor to it, whoops, sorry, you gotta drain it, I guess. So I don't remember draining it last time. Okay, let me move you over here. Okay, my phone thing is falling for some reason. All right, so I'm going to get my gloves out. Where are those bugadoos? There they are. All right, so. Just we got a lot of names I'm mentioning here today. I'm going to have a lot of things to look up. But I got my Curtis Stone gloves on. Should have gotten them a little bit smaller, but. And I moved back my sink, which is this thing that I love. Got that from him too. My little sink holder of stuff. And I'm going to drain this. So let's see what we got. Let's see. Can you see what I'm doing? Yep. All right. So here we go. Whoa, there is definitely liquid in there. Okay, so that's the best I can do without dropping them all over. Now I've got a little bit of mess here, so let's do like that up there. Okay, now I'm going to put these back into the slow cooker. Okay. Okay. Let me just bring the phone over again so you can see. All right. All right. So I drained them up. And, there we go. And now I'm going to, they look so good. I know they look like, oh my gosh, they're done, but they get harder. So it's been 2 hours, they say 2 more. So 2 more hours. All right, the potatoes are done. Look at them. Actually, oh. Look at how beautiful they are. Can you believe a slow cooker can do this? Okay, grab a bite with me. Look at how brown they are. Really good. It's so hard to believe that. It got so crisp in the slow cooker. Now, I like my potatoes dark. I mean, you could turn it, I think, 1 more time throughout without them breaking up a whole lot. Really, really good. And this is, look, it's a really pretty one. Okay. Now it's time for me to read a poem. Okay, my next poem, my book, Finding Passion Through Truth. I will have a copy of my book. I just put in a book order for 2 shelters and a YouTube friend of mine that's going to review my book. I added on an extra one, Be Free Like Me, which is a children's book that I just put up at Amazon Book. I'm waiting to see. It's up at Apple too. I don't know who's going to pick it up. I'm waiting, giving them like a week or 2. I saved one of the poetry books for me. I couldn't afford to save a children's book for me too, where probably wouldn't have really anybody to read that to, on my YouTube channel at least. So I'll be reading from my actual book that's out there soon. It takes a couple weeks to clean it. Let's go to the last poem. Let's see. It looks like I read An Imperfect World last, so now we're going to read So I Can Go On Living. That is the next one in the book. It's page 22 here. I don't know what page it is on the actual published copy, but So I Can Go On Living by Regine Fenella, me. The early morn brings hope. Though there's quiet, it's not somber. The patters of traffic in my presence are light. The softness brings comfort to a pessimistic morning mind. The morning skies are gray but stable. They don't frighten me yet today. I won't focus till my mind lets me bring in a new positive day. I work hard daily to this. I know I can come past these moods. I've proven myself to this time and time again. It's hard work keeping faith. It's scary, lonely, dark, and cold sometimes. But hope I always feel as I churn my brain open in the morning air. I know how to feel the positivity I work so hard to bring a new warmth into my body, so I feel love, securement, devotion, and giving back to the world that gives me so much peace, so I can go on living. That's one of my favorite ones, I have to say. I really did great on that all the way through. And tomorrow, Sailing in the Sea. Next video. Tomorrow I'm going to be editing this video so it can go out to you. I'm learning now the YouTube gals how they do this. You put in as much as you can throughout your day, and then the next day you do the editing, because it's tiring. It's tiring running a camera, even if it's just a phone, and then doing your regular like daily duties, and then I'm back and forth with the camera and the light, and the camera and the light, and then I finally tightened up my ring with my phone because it was falling all over the place, and that wasn't too hard to figure out. But so thank you for watching. Until next time, living positively after challenges.